Threads can be your best friend or your worst enemy when you are designing them into a part, and it's such a simple thing, yet the headache that it'll create down the road is incredible. So take this little plate for example. This plate has 4 through holes with threads for a 4N-0.7 millimeter thread and 2 blind. I actually, when I started using this to mount the motor, I noticed that the screw would go in well from one direction, kind of halfway, but not in from the other at all. Or it would go in from both directions, but it would get stuck. That was telling me that there's something off with the manufacturing of these threads. Simple thing. So if it goes in from one direction and not in from the other, it tells me that on that thread, there's a taper, and that taper can come in from the actual tap itself, which has a taper at the beginning in order to guide that thread. Good, now we have a source. The other thing that can go wrong on this is that a powder coating or anodizing, especially a hard coat anodizing, will actually get in there and do a mess. So in this case, there was actually no powder coating material inside. It was basically the thread hasn't gone in fully threaded with the tap. The hard coat anodizing, I actually made a mistake in the past. I actually made a big plate, had a black coat, hard anodized. Check out the picture, and I had all the threads working. Now, after I hard coat anodized it, that hard coat built a layer around the threads. I didn't protect those thread inserts. And what ended up happening is I could no longer put a screw in. And because it was hard coat anodized, I was dead in the water. So a couple of things. Be very careful, especially when you're hard coat anodizing, that you take into account the thickness of the hard coat anodizing on your threads. Also, try to avoid blind holes like this, especially on a part that's like this. Here's a different design that will get rid of that. And you cannot imagine how many times I have gone ahead and tried to fix a broken tap, a 440, a 256, they're pain in the neck, a 632, pain in the neck. Okay, so try to stay away from blind threaded holes. Easier to go through holes, design like this, we can actually quickly fix. And threads. Pay attention to the details. They will be your worst enemy or your best friend. It is up to you.